Hey y'all, what's up? I want to tell you a story of one of the most amazing and fun and crazy days of my entire life. This involved scuba diving, some Mexican moonshine made by my buddy's grandpa, and it had peyote in it, and the biggest bag of marijuana that I've ever seen in my entire life. Dude, it was a crazy day. It was a fun day, so let me tell you the story. Stick around and you can hear it all. All right, so here's a little bit of the backstory. Me and my buddy were dumb enough and drunk enough to buy a timeshare, a couple weeks of a timeshare in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Well, you know, what the hell, live and learn. We did take quite well advantage of it, and we would go down 3 or 4 times a year, spend a week or two every time. So, you know, we got to know people there pretty well, and we'd always hang out with the girls in the hotel. And we'd go out bars and we'd party and knew all the guys. We'd hang out at their house and eat dinner with them, and you know, it was cool times. We got to have some pretty good friends there. Well, this one of the sales managers behind me, he said, "Oh man, I got this friend and he's a dive master and he's got a boat and he'll take you out to Los Arcos for scuba diving." Hell yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. So the dude, I don't even remember his name anymore, but he came over to the resort where we stayed, and he you know, gave us a resort course, and we got to stay in the pool, and we learned you know, basics of how to breathe and use a regulator and a mask and all that good stuff. You know, you're not certified for scuba diving, but good enough to, I guess, in Mexico. A little bit less loose on the rules. So anyway, we could do that. So it's cool. We got the boat. We went out to Los Arcos, and we did our dive, jumped in. Unfortunately, my buddy freaked out. He just couldn't learn to breathe right with the regulator. He was always breathing against it and freaked out. He had to go back, but me and Benjamin, you know, we dove. We had a good time, man. So it was awesome. We came out, got back, sat in the boat, you know, popped open a couple beers, and he's like, can't remember if it was Ben or the dive master, but he's like, "Hey, my grandpa has a little restaurant on the ocean. I mean, on the beach. I want to go." I'm like, "Hell yeah, dude, let's go." So we go on the way, and we pull up on the beach, jump in, and it's I don't know if you can imagine this. It's just sand on the beach south of Puerto Vallarta, and there's like a little palapa, and it's probably 15 feet long, and it's made with like driftwood, and they've got palm fronds and for the roof, and we were sitting there on these little plastic chairs, and they bring out the beer, and we're having a good time. I think all they had on the whole menu was like fish and rice or something like that. But we're drinking, we're having a party, you know, limes and then one of the dudes goes, "Hey, y'all want to try something different?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's try something." You know, he's like, "My grandpa makes this moonshine." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He's like, it's like tequila, but it's different. It's called raicilla. And he goes, and it's got peyote in it and mescaline. We're like, what? That sounds like fun. So you know, if you read on the internet, they'll be saying like, "Oh, raicilla doesn't have mescaline, doesn't have peyote," and yeah, the shit you buy at the store doesn't, obviously. But this Mexican moonshine shit, it had it, and believe me, I've tripped, I've drank. You know, I know what a trip is versus what getting drunk is. So this shit was hallucinogenic, no lies. And so we all take a shot, and we're like, you know, we're just poof, and then, you know, before long, we're like, yeah, getting a little funny. And they had this saying, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like, you know, the first shot, you're happy, and the second shot, you dance on the table, and then the third shot, you dance in the water. It's like, you know, you think you can like float on the water and walk on the water and stuff. So I don't remember how many shots we did, but we were happy, we were tripping, and you know, things are moving, and you're seeing colors, and people are getting bendy and getting real freaky. But we're like, okay, cool. It just was fun, you know. And somebody's like, "Hey, let's go to my house and hang out." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we get in this, and if I remember, it was like, I think it was a Volkswagen, and we're all stuffed in there. And the dude was driving way too fast on these mountain roads, you know, next to the ocean. It's like, and then we're like clubbing close to trucks, but we're drunk and freaking, and we're, you know, tripping, and you weren't like, "Hey, we're gonna die." "Hi, but that's funny. This is awesome." You know, but it was one of those things. So anyway, we get to this dude's house. We go up to his apartment, and we're sitting there, we're watching TV, and he's like, somebody's like, you want to smoke a joint?" I'm like, "Okay, sure. What the hell?" So he's like, you know, go in the kitchen, and it's, you know, in this cabinet, and I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it's gonna be like a nickel bag or some shit there, and I'm like, open this cabinet, and I'm like, "Where is it?" He's like, "It's right there. It's a big ass bag." I'm like, "I don't see it, man. I don't see it." And he comes up, and I'm seeing it, but I'm not realizing I'm seeing it, because this is a fucking hefty bag, like a 50-gallon hefty bag full of beer. I'm like, I'm not comprehending that can be pot, right? I'm thinking it's gonna be like a little, you know, like a little baggie. He's like, "No, that's the pot." I'm like, we open it up. It's like, fuck, holy shit. This is, I don't know how many pounds of fucking marijuana. You know, it was all shake. It probably wasn't even that good, but who give a fuck, you know? So they start rolling them, and it was like, you know, oh my god, I just can't believe that's much pot. It just was crazy. So we're already pretty buzzed from the alcohol. We got the, you know, the tripping going on from the raicilla, and then we add pot to it. Ew, oh my god, it was fun. I was like, it was fun as fuck. I don't remember a thing about it. I just remember laughing and partying with these guys and listening to music and dancing and drinking more and shooting, and it was a lot of great fun. So anyway, it's getting late, and we're just like, oh, Ben's like, let's go back to my house. I'm like, all right, so we get in another car, and we start going back to Ben's house, and dude had the most awesome apartment. It was up on the top floor. It was up in the hills, and it was super organic. I always remember the shower was like you were in a grotto. You know, it was made like just natural stone, and it was like shapes, and they were piled in weird ways, and you were like, you know, having a shower in a cave. It was just like really super cool. And his kitchen was outside. It was overlooking Banderas Bay and in a top floor. And the kitchen was, like I said, the kitchen was outside, and then right beyond the kitchen was a swimming pool. And you know, I was like, well, this is money, dude. This is money. He's making some big bank from our timeshare sales. But anyway, somebody's like, let's go swimming. He's like, don't do it, man, don't do it. It's like, why? Come on. He's like, man, as soon as you jump in that water, your bus is gonna be over. I'm like, nah, man, it ain't gonna be over. Nah, fuck that. Let's swim, because you know by then it's hours later. You know, we had scuba dive, so we're full of ocean water all over us, and we're sticky, and it's hot and sweaty, and it's, you know, it's Mexico, and we're just feeling like funky. And it's like, let's just go swimming. He's like, dude, I'm telling you, you're gonna ruin your buzz. So I'm like, fuck it. So we get on the diving board, and my buddy jumps in. He's like, oh fuck, you know, it's cold, and it's like, it's just a shock to the system. I'm like, fuck, I'm coming in next. Boom, I jump in, it's like, boom, and it's just crazy. You're right. You're just instantly sober. It's like everything was gone. The buzz was gone from the pot, from the racia, from everything. So yeah, it was a hell of a day, and it pretty much ended there. And then we like, oh shit, we're tired, man. We've been having a hell of a day. We've been 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever we were, you know, diving and partying and everything. So yeah, we were worn out, but good times, man. Good times. Tell you what, that racia, I've still got some racia, and it's crazy. It's like in this old, I think it was probably an old vodka bottle, and it's got this shit floating in it, and it's like, I probably haven't drank it in 20 years or something. It's crazy. But, you know, I've got some of those stories about the times we did drink it with some bandmates, and yeah, we played a few shows on racia. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to be in Mexico, in Jalisco State, you know, even around Puerto Vallarta, you might find some guy who makes some racia, some homemade Mexican moonshine. If you got the real shit with the real peyote in it, you're gonna be up for a trip. So hey, I hope y'all like the story. Please give it a like, really appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel. Got lots of fun stories of all my crazy travels. So till next time, take care, peace.